Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare and sometimes self-care. So if that's your vibe, please consider hitting subscribe. And today I just want to do like a really chill empty newbie video because I love doing my like epic empties videos where I share like 3 months of tons and tons of empty skincare. Those are super fun. I actually just did one fairly recently, but I also do like doing these like one empty, one newbie types of videos where I can just like, you know, showcase some of the products that I've used up, give you a little bit of a review, and then tell you what I'm going to be replacing it with. Is it going to be the same product? Is it going to be something different, and why? So I really like these types of videos. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I actually have quite a bit to share with you. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump right in. The Empty is the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. Now, longtime viewers of my channel know I love this product. I have used it for many years. This is not a stranger to you, but you may have noticed that like in 2021, I didn't really showcase this product at all because I wasn't actually using it, and I hadn't purchased it for a while because I was, you know, into some other things at the time. But right at the beginning of the winter, I was like, oh yeah, Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. So I did buy this off of Sephora with the intent of using it this winter because my combination skin almost goes classically dry in the winter. Not completely, I still have my combo tendencies, but generally I just treat my skin as being like classically dry in the winter. Where I live, it gets very cold, very windy, very snowy, very icy, and like my skin just takes it, you know what I mean? And so I like to just put as many moisturizing layers on my skin as I can handle. And that's where Laneige Cream Skin Refiner comes in, because this is, you know, it's basically like an essence or a toner, but it is so like, it is so insanely moisturizing for the skin. Like, I always say this, but like that watery texture just really fools you because it really packs a moisturizing punch. So the way that I use this is I'll use a lightweight, watery, hydrating toner first, right after washing my face. That's just what my skin likes. That's just how I do it. And then I'll put on a layer of this, and you actually don't need a lot. Like 3-4 drops is like all you need, and then just like spread on the face. It's perfect. When my skin is feeling really inflamed and dry, this calms it down. When I have a lot of redness on my skin, the extra moisture from this seems to calm that down. It just like soothes my skin in a really special way. And when it's really dry, that moisture punch is perfect. But part of the reason it kind of fell out of my routine last year is because when I'm not so dry, like we're now in the springtime, right? When I'm feeling a little bit more in my combo-ness, maybe I'm getting a little bit more oily in my T-zone. Sometimes this is too much. Sometimes it feels a little thick. Sometimes it doesn't play well with other skincare, but that really comes down to my skin fluctuating with the seasons. And so this is the Empty. Loved it down to the last drop, but I did not buy this again. I actually bought a different replacement for this that kind of serves the same function, but in a much lighter layer. So the newbie, you probably guessed, is the Dr. Ceuracle Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. Of course, actually, like I was saying, you know, I hadn't been using Laneige Cream Skin Refiner pretty much all of last year, and this is why, because I fell so hard in love with this product, and it is mwah, chef's kiss beautiful. And you know, it really is still like a moisturizing product, but it just does it in a lighter way than Cream Skin Refiner does, which is perfect for my skin right now. We're in the beginning of spring and we're moving into warmer temperatures going into summer. This bottle will probably last me about 3 months with regular use. So this is the right switch at the right time. Now, I love this so much because it's kind of like skintertainment. You know, I know you love this too. It's a biphase. So it actually has the liquidy hydrating tea portion, and then it has this like milky moisturizing portion to it. And the fun part is you get to mix these together. And it's this really beautiful hydrating and moisturizing but still light layer on the skin. So back in the fall, I fell hard in love with the NIOD Modulating Glucoside Serum, and you've heard me recommend this a lot in my content because you know I love this so much. And what this it really is good at, it's really good at calming down irritated skin. It's actually particularly good at instantly calming down burning and stinging skin. This is a really interesting formula that focuses in on ingredients that can actually help to intercept the signal of irritation on the skin. It kind of blocks that like nerve receptor, so you don't feel the irritation and the stinging and the burning as much. So it's a really interesting formula with lots of other antioxidants, skin soothing ingredients, and skin strengthening ingredients too. And I love the texture of this because it's that like emulsion-y type of texture. It actually like hydrates your skin with a little bit of moisture too, and it's not too thick, which is really the theme with my skin, right? It's like I want moisture but not too heavy, and this like really delivers that in just the right way for my skin. And sometimes it kind of looks like mustard, this color, right? But it is something that I really like to have on hand for tretinoin nights. I actually was getting a little bit, I have like, I call it like pre-flare-ups. I have a little area where lip eczema will flare up for me. Like it's happened a few times, and I call it like a pre-flare-up, and it's like, you know, that area just feels a little bit different. It feels a little bit raw. It's not a flare-up yet, but it could be one. I like to put a little bit of this on there and it instantly soothes it. It just feels so good. So this has just been like so handy. And when I emptied it, I was like scraping the bottle. I was like trying to get my pinky finger inside of it. I was like wiping the dropper, like the little residue on the I was just trying to get every little bit I could out of this bottle because it is just that good for my sensitive skin. And the newbie is the NIOD modulating glucoside serum. Yeah, of course it is. I had to get this right away. I like this because it's actually pretty affordable too. You know, not all NIOD products are really affordable. This is on the more affordable side. And this has obviously become a staple for me. Like I said, I was digging my pinky finger into it, trying to get the very last like little bits of it. Of course I had to get it again. And this is becoming that staple product that it's just like, I think I'm just gonna kind of always have this around because it is so handy in times of emergency with sensitive skin. The not quite empty is the Mediheal Baobab Soothing Moisture Serum. So I am jumping the gun a little bit on this one. As you can see, it's basically empty, but I did get the replacement for it already. So I figured it would be a good time to share on this. Now, as you may know, I actually did a sponsored video with Mediheal about this product. This is not sponsored, just so you know. I like to be very clear about that. This is not sponsored, but when they reached out to me and said, like, do you want to try this new product that we're launching, possibly, you know, under a sponsorship, what do you think? I was like, send me the ingredients list. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, I want to try this for sure because it's got all these ceramides in it. It's got cholesterol, it's got fatty acids, it's got so many hydrating ingredients in it. I have dehydrated skin, so I'm always thirsty for the hydrating ingredients. And it has well-aging peptides in it. I was like, could there be anything else amazing in here? Like, it's all right here. So I got very excited just by the ingredients list alone. When I was able to test it out and put it on my skin, wowie wow, I fell almost instantly in love with this. It's hydrating with a little balancing moisture to it. It really plumps up the skin. It makes it feel so good, but it also makes your skin feel so strong and healthy. And I was using this right at the tail end of winter, and it was like keeping my skin strong and healthy, and my moisture barrier just felt like, yes, I can take this harsh weather. Yes, I can take this tretinoin. Yes, I can take this chlorinated pool you keep like dunking me in multiple times a week. Like, why are you doing this to me? But my skin was just like taking everything so well. And I do chalk a lot of that. I mean, obviously it's all about all the things I put on my skin and all the things that I do, but I do chalk a lot of it up to this serum. So I'm hesitant to empty it because I love it so much. But I'm really enjoying this. And I kind of want to just get it again, but I'm always kind of on the quest for like trying out new products. I'm always trying to like save my skincare budget for new things, especially things that you recommend to me or you want me to review. So that's kind of the reasoning behind the newbie with this one, because if I wasn't creating content, I probably would have just bought this serum again. But what I actually bought as kind of like a, not a replacement, but kind of like a similar, spiritually similar serum, if you will, is the Ample.N Ceramide shot. So many of you guys have asked me, have I tried this? What are my thoughts? You've recommended it to me because you all love it so much. And I finally got it. And when I say finally, I finally got it. I ordered this from Stylovana and it took like a month. I was like, where's my package? It's not really their fault. As you know, Stylovana ships from Hong Kong and they're having like one of the worst outbreaks of COVID right now. So it's not even like, I wasn't even like mad about it, but it's just one of those things where you're like, you know, when you're just like anxiously waiting for your package and you thought it was going to come sooner than it does. And you're just like, okay. Gotta be patient. So I finally got it and I really enjoy this. And it really, like I said, it's kind of like a spiritual kind of like sister to the Mediheal serum because it's ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids in here in that really interesting hydrating and moisturizing texture that's not super heavy on the skin. And I just love that. That's just like the sweet spot for my skin. I've told you I have a bias for those kind of like milky emulsion types of serums. I've already just talked about 3 of them in a row. I love it so much, and that's what this is. But I will say there's a little bit more nourishment, just a touch, a whisper more moisture than the Mediheal has, and I don't mind that at all. I'm just saying that's the difference that I'm noticing. I'm really enjoying this. I've been using this now for a few weeks, and it's kind of the same deal. It's like my skin feels just like strong and resilient. It just took a couple of uses, and I was like, okay, I can feel my skin is more moisturized. It's a little bit more strong. I love the hydrating and the moisturizing feel to this. This is pretty much everything you guys said it was going to be and everything that I've heard about it. And this Ampule is huge. I did get the bigger size because it was a good deal when I bought it. But this is 100 ml of serum. So I'm going to have this around for a while. This is a lot. I'm going to like bathe in it. The Empty is the Make Preme Relief Me Essence Toner. You know, this is one of my like top favorite toners. I love this so much. And if you did catch my recent Epic Empties video, you'll see that this is the same one from that video. I did empty one of these toners, and I actually emptied a lot of toners in that video. So I just picked this one out to represent the Empties, but I do want to say I made quite a dent in my toner collection right now, and I'm feeling really good about that, which means room for more toners. So anyways, the Make Preme, let me just quickly tell you, like I said, it is one of my favorite toners. I do have a few backups of this already. I really enjoy it. It's watery, it's deeply replenishing and hydrating to my thirsty skin. It's layerable. It doesn't have like body or thickness or moisture to it. It's really just like a nice plain gentle toner, but it has that deep hydration, and that's exactly what my skin wants and needs, and that's what really makes for me a staple toner. It's the right way for me to start off my skincare routine, is just with nice light layers of deep hydration. So the Newbie is actually 2 different products because I'm a toner head and I couldn't just stick to one. So I picked up the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner and the Etude House Jung Centella Relief Toner. So let's start with the Haruharu first. This is another one that you guys have been recommending to me a lot, and for the longest time I was holding off on this product because the original version of this did have essential oils in it. You know, that's like not a thing for me and my skin. But they did also come out with a fragrance-free version. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to try that. So that's what I have here. It is the fragrance-free version. There's no alcohol or any essential oils in here. And I was really excited to try it because I know so many of you have raved about it. And I've actually only used this like twice. So take this as like a first impression review. That I don't have a lot of deep thoughts around this. But this is actually like, how do I describe this? I used it and I was like, okay, I think it's going to take me a while to warm up to this one. I don't know what it is. So the texture, it's watery, but it's got a little slip to it. It's got a little bit of body to it. And I think that's where the hyaluronic acid is coming in, right? Because that's kind of that texture, that hyaluronic acid feel to it, but it is in a watery format. I guess the only thing about this is like it feels just a touch like sticky. Not really, really sticky, but just a touch, like a whisper sticky on my skin after I put it on. And I was like, I don't know about this. So I'm not against it, but it just didn't like immediately wow me. Like I said, like give me like a couple more weeks because you might find me like saying this is my favorite. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes me a while to warm up to products, and sometimes it takes products a while to reveal themselves to me. It's not always like an instantaneous like love or hate type of situation. So for me right now, I'm like, Now let's talk about the Jung Centella Relief Toner. Now, you may know that I'm a really big fan of the original Relief Toner from Jung. It's been a really long time since I've talked about it because I haven't had it in my collection of skincare at this point. I haven't had it around for a while. And then when I went to do my order, I almost got the original version because I was like, I love that one so much. But they did come up with the Centella version, which just kind of like, I'm guessing just like oomps up the soothing abilities. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the newer version. So I've actually been using this a little bit more than the Haruharu one, and I really like it. This is like a basic AF toner, but I like that because it hits what I need it to hit. It's watery, it's layerable, it's deeply hydrating, it's got a soothing kick to it, like not like a huge soothing kick, but just a little bit that my sensitive skin appreciates, and it's just that right amount of hydration to kick off the rest of my skincare routine. I'm gonna be honest, it's like nothing to sing home about, like there's no bells or whistles on this, but I want basic toners. They just have to be hydrating, and that's what this is, and that's what I like. There's no stickiness or thickness to this, and so it just like effortlessly like slotted into my current skincare routine without issue. I think that's why I'm like, on the Haruharu one, because it didn't like necessarily like play with all my other skincare products, like the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner, which I would put on right after this, like maybe not the best mix right now for my skin, right? So I'm going to play around with this one, but the Jung, instant love, instant work. Like I love this one. It's great. The Empty is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Water. So this ginseng water, it really is kind of like a 2-in-1 product for me because it brings essence-like benefits. It's got a lot of ginseng, which I find on my skin, ginseng always reduces redness, inflammation, and it actually really helps like bring like a beautiful lit from within complexion. Like it just makes my skin look really healthy. Ginseng kind of helps to stimulate blood flow, and I think that's why, because it gives you that, like, I always say this, like, you know, when you go to the gym and you work out and you're all sweaty but your skin is glowing because your blood has been circulating so much, that's kind of what ginseng does for the skin, and I just love it so much. It's got lots of antioxidants in it, so this is one of my favorite ginseng products for sure. This is the last essence that I emptied, and I've been kind of essence-less for a while, which is weird because I really like essences so much, but for whatever reason, like, you know, skincare like ebbs and flows. Believe it or not, for the longest time I didn't have propolis in my skincare routine, and you know I love propolis and I talk about it all the time, but for a while there it was just I kind of forgot about it for a little bit, and that's kind of how I feel about essences. They just have not been really like in my skincare routine. I know I talked about the Dr. Ceuracle. It's an essence for sure, but like, you know what I mean? Like a classic essence. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a first essence. The Newbie is the Reve Tri Bio Treatment Essence. And this is a first essence that is featuring galactomyces ferment. Now this is what I mean, like classic true essence and like a first essence, those fermented ingredients. I feel like that's what I've been like craving for a while, but it kind of fell out of my skincare routine. So I was shopping the Soko Glam Friends and Family sale recently, and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember looking at this product, I think when they first rolled it out at Soko Glam, like maybe a year or two ago, and I was like, I'm really interested in that, but at the time it was kind of expensive for me, and it wasn't going to happen. So when I was looking at the sale, I was like, oh my God, I got to like immediately add to cart. It was the first thing I put in my cart, and it was like a done deal. I had to get it. And I've only used this twice so far, but I really like it so far. And like I said, I've been craving that essence, that first essence step for a while, but yeah, I've been a little bit bored, so this is definitely like infusing that freshness into my skincare routine. Galactomyces ferment is an awesome one to get into your essences because it really helps to brighten up the skin. It can actually help to fade hyperpigmentation, which I do have a little bit on my skin right now, so I love that little extra brightening boost. Another one that can just kind of give you that healthy, sort of glowy, like lit from within type of look. It's also great for well aging. It's got a lot of antioxidants in it. It's got a lot of great like vitamins and minerals for the skin too. Like it's just an overall like healthy skin type of ingredient. I also forgot to mention it's something that can help over time with like fine lines and wrinkles. So it's just lots and lots and lots of benefits in one little ingredient, and that's what this is really kind of focused on. There's a couple of other fermented ingredients in here too, and this is something that I would use right after cleansing my face. I just put a couple drops on like a first essence, and then I'll follow up with toner. It's really thin, it's quickly absorbed, but there's a touch of hydration to this. It's not as thin as, say, SK2 or like the Misha Artemisia treatment essence or the Misha Time Revolution essences. It's not that thin. It's got a little, like a whisper of hydration, which feels really nice on my skin. I kind of like that. It's a little bit of a change for me. So those are my recent empty Newbie products. And I'm curious, have you emptied anything? What did you replace it with? Let me know in the comment box below. If you love the video and you're not subscribed to my channel, but you do want to see some more skincare content from me, please do consider hitting subscribe. I do release quite a bit of content throughout the week, so do consider turning on notifications too, so you're never out of the loop when I drop the new videos. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.